Boom. Okay guys, hello, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Trilogy, and last time we were doing investigations. Well, we're still on the investigation. We were talking to Gumshoe, and then we kinda got distracted, and yeah. So I kinda forget what happened here, kinda. Well, we'll see. Sorry, that figure just took me by surprise. Yeah, this case is full of surprises. And I'd be willing to bet that Chef's got something to do with most of them. Oh yeah, he was in an extreme amount of debt, if I recall right. Very a lot. And that's my home. Yep. Gene's loan contract added to the court record. Okay. Gene's debt is $500,000. The owner of the loan is tender lender. Yep. It's for $500,000 found. That's $500,000 bills. Yeah. He probably wanted a reference here. What was the in there for? Is it really that much money tied up in this case? I can't give you an answer on that, pal. Not without the case file in front of me. But I'll tell you this. That Armstrong guy would have done anything for cash. He was desperate, you know. No, I don't. But I think I sort of get the picture. Yep. Well. Let me be. Oh yeah, all I can think about is Maggie. Yep. Yeah, let's go back to the bakery here. Maybe see, that might work. Yeah, I think going back to the bakery should work. Man, the my room taking wiping out. Oh, you're still here. What was this question again? You know, this guy sounds kind of military, eh? Then I kind of forget what we did. I kind of forget, but I'll see. Okay, isn't it obvious you only have one reason to go to eat? Nope. To the food. Which is bad, yep. Did it all before. They said that he has money, yep. From the job listing, yep. Very good. And, yeah. $8, ooh. Think a poor man, nope. It's really that great, no. Oh yeah, and this is where we show the newspaper that they didn't show any, yeah. There weren't any, yep. This is how far we got last time here, Yep, 1 month to go. Here we go. Tell me, why are you so determined to hide the truth? I'm not hiding anything, yep. The real reason why you go so much to Trabian is... I mean... maybe the loan. Well, you're wrong. Uh-oh, you got silly. You're so stupid, Oh. I was hoping I would maybe do it. Apparently not, can't go to detention center, so I guess the only option is the Trabian. About this. Sorry, Nick. I'm more with you now. Okay, what if you went there for Maggie, maybe? I think I have to have it here, man. I have to have... actually, maybe... Nope. Oh, gonna have to try. Hmm. Maybe for Maggie? Hmm. Oh. Good food, yep. Getting the job. Oh, no worry. We'll get this here, maybe. In time. Seems we have nothing else to show to anyone else. Why the problem? Hmm. Hmm. What? Wait for himself. Nope. Okay, what for Maggie? No, I'm pretty sure I already did Maggie and it didn't work, yeah. Oh wait, it actually is, oh. Well, what are you asking me about the girl for? She was a waitress at Trebian. Wait. I thought I already showed that to him, whatever. Ah. Therefore, the answer to the mystery of why an old man would drink expensive coffee at a terrible restaurant. It's a waitress. But I don't recognize that face. And you are probably telling the truth here. Because you weren't looking at the girl's face, oh, but at her outfit. Oh. And that's the truth, ain't it? You became a regular at the restaurant because of the waitress's uniform. That uniform is all you can think about, isn't it? I can't take it. To you, that waitress was yours. Enough, please, no more. Stop saying that word. Stop saying waitress. Stop it, stop it, stop it. No, whatever. I thought I showed Maggie before. No, whatever, went back up, so it's kind of whatever. Give me a second here, though. You know, I'm actually curious as to see how warm my room is. So I have an idea. There's an easy way for me to tell. I have a heater, right? I don't have a way to measure temperature. But my heater measures temperature, you know. Therefore, if I keep up my heater up and up and up, I can figure out when it stops. Therefore, I can figure out what the temperature is. Okay. Looks like 28. That's smart. Aha. Caribbean regular. Sure. Yes, it's true. I was there for the young girl. Fine, so I'm a dirty, wicked, sinful old devil. No, I didn't mean it like that. I even get one of those lousy cups of Javicino every time for $8. All because of the serving girl. Punish me, lock me up. Really, that's not what I'm here for. You'll be the same. Another 20 years and you'll understand what it's like. Nope. No, this dude's in his 40s. No heckin' way. We're 26. You dude's at least in his, 60s maybe. Anyways, you'll know how painful it is to be an old man like me. No, really. Listen, sir. Stop calling me that. I have a name, you know, boy. So show some respect. I'm Victor Kudo. Sorry, Mr. Kudo. Why is that name familiar? Sounds familiar. You young ones think you know it all, don't you? Well, I'm not saying another word. I won't tell you anything more. This guy was in the restaurant at the time of the incident, which means I have to hear his testimony one way or another. I don't believe this. I even broke his psych locks and everything. I guess I'll have to try to get him when he's in a better mood. Better mood, eh? You like cars? You like cars? Shiny car or shiny? Nope. Oh, fine. Anyone changed? Nothing changed, hey. Look at this, nope. Oh no, maybe he knows, yeah, he was in his 60s, hey. Wasn't Trebian at the time of the incident. Wasn't Trebian at the time of the incident. Has a thing for waitresses, yeah. You know him. He looks like one of those grouchy old man types. Yeah, it's okay, though. I don't mind guys like that. But if he's involved with his case somehow, now it's a different story. Sure. Here's a tip for you, pal. If you want to get information out of a guy like that, you're gonna have to find his weakness and try to get under his skin. His weakness? I wonder what that might be. Oh, I'll get Maya to go over. Sure thing. We can do that. Hey, Maya. We need you to, get this old man to work. Work for us anyways. Oh, it's that old man. Is he still feeding the pigeons? Yeah. He fed me as well. I got a bunch of those seeds in my eyes. Oh, ouch. Hey, Maya. Would you mind coming with me for a while? Oh, me? Why? There's something I really want to ask that old man. Sure, okay. I'll just get changed. No, hang on. Can you go like that? I guess. There we go, old man. Let it work. Sir. You again. Well, I see. Nick, his eyes are burning into me. It's okay. I think it's going pretty well. Yeah. Well, you're still just a little child. Run along and play on the slide, alright? Play on the slide. Ugh, we were so close. Just a little more and he would have spilled. Pigeon. Yeah. How can we crack this guy? Excuse me please, sir. Wyatt, can't you see I'm feeding the fish? Mia. Oh, that'll work. Mia. Well, if you don't mind, sir, I'd really love to talk with you. Yes. Of course, certainly. I'm Victor Trudeau. Good job, man. Good job. Good job, man. Good job, Mia. Even from beyond the grave. Wow. I want to show him something just so, excuse me. There, here you go, boy. Oh, something would work. I want to see what he would think. What you saw, sure. About the incident, yeah. You mean the man who died after drinking the Javagino? It's like he's a different person, yeah. It was quite a shock, even for me. He was a strange-looking boy. The girl took the Javagino over to him, you see. And with the customer alone, definitely. He was the only person at the table. Then he took one sip of his Javagino and he said something like, whoa, and then collapsed, dead. Oh, how terrifying. You're so good at listening, aren't you? I'll tell you anything, whatever you want to know. How about the credit card and password? Yep. He certainly seems to be telling the truth now. But it looks like Mr. Trudeau didn't see this other man either. Très bien. My nose keeps running. Do you like the food at Très bien? Well, of course, I'm really quite a sophisticated man. I was a young businessman once, you know. I set up a casino in London. Where's my for now? Really? How interesting. Eating the food at that restaurant really takes me back to my days in France. And that's why it's made, gotcha. What a lovely story. London's in England, not France. Oh, yes, France is wonderful. I'd love to show you around the city sometime. It's too much. I can't take it. I won't. France. I can't believe Mia's laughing at the guy. Trabian regular. You visit Trabian a lot, don't you? Of course, I mean, yes. I'd like to come and see you there. Really? Oh, you flatter me so. The owner would be delighted to welcome you, I'm sure. Be careful of that chef, my dear. The chef, you mean Mr. Armstrong? That's right. The man's an ex-con. He's an ex-con. Armstrong's record. Whatever did Mr. Armstrong do? Oh, no. Those eyes, I can't take this. He has really got this guy eating out of her hand. He steals things from his customers. From his customers? Yeah, the Magatama. Love handkerchiefs. He loves handkerchiefs. Little things, mainly. He's a pilferer, so you be careful around him, my dear. Are you sure about this? Of course, he was arrested for it once. I was there when it happened, having my cappuccino. He really is a regular. Let me write you a little haiku about it. A haiku. A Japanese poem. It'll explain all you need to know about that chief. Victor's note added to the court record. Convicted before, a wicked man or woman. Repeat offender. Victor Kudo. If he takes anything again, you let me know. If it's not too expensive, I'll buy you a replacement. Oh. I mean, hey. Good thing. This guy doesn't know any, like, other people we saw, any of the, like, Miss May or stuff like that, or he would be screwed. Anyways, poor guy. He couldn't do enough for Mia. Okay, Phoenix. That's about as much as I can do to help. Thanks, Mia. We got some really important information thanks to you. Honestly, I can't believe Maya called me for something like this. Yeah. It works out right. And if it works, it works. That's all that matters. Anyways, I should probably save, just to be safe. Here we go. Tribune. I guess it's about time to wrap up today's investigation. Had enough of being a waitress? Yeah. Plus, no one came to the restaurant, yeah. Oh la la. Mademoiselle Maya, no one. How can you leave me like this? I'm sorry. That reminds me. Yep, psych lock. Mr. Armstrong had a psych lock or 3, didn't he? I'm going to have to break those, yep. Mr. Armstrong, I hope you won't mind, but I'd like to have another word with you. Volunteers, of course. I don't know that word. I don't know that word. The good old sound of sirens. Cool. Let the Magatama compel you. Here we go. Maggie's motive. What is happening? I do not like this horrible feeling. I have to know the truth. What happened that day? Oh lord, oh lord. Also. I will confess everything. Just don't hurt me. Oh, well that wasn't your world record. It was a lottery ticket. A lottery ticket? Oh. The man who died here had a lottery ticket. For $500,000. $500,000. I don't know, dude, man. $500,000. But after the incident, this ticket... It disappeared. The ticket disappeared. Oh. This was the motive that the prosecution gave for Maggie. How would she get poisoned, man? They said that she poisoned the man to get the $1 million lottery ticket. The $500,000. Why didn't you tell me about this sooner? My lords. But also, you've been trying to hide this information about the lottery ticket from me. He's the one who stole it, for one. Now, here's what I'm wondering. Our lawyers should be, it's either go or also. One of the two, I don't know which one. Anyways, you've been trying to hide this information about the lottery ticket from me, and I want to know the reason why. No, monsieur, you doubt me, but I have confessed to you everything I know. Mr. Armstrong, the $500,000 lottery ticket, I think I know who took it. I think the winning ticket was stolen by this person. Mr. Armstrong, I believe there is a very high probability that it was you. Ah. Wow, that is one piercing scream, even for a man like him. Mais pourquoi moi? Why, you have no evidence. But, for what? No, pourquoi? You, for what? Me? For what reason? Yeah. I am not Master Mask. I am not the kind of person who steals the property of others. I don't know. Sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Armstrong. I have evidence to the contrary. I present to you proof that you have stolen from others in the past. Yep. What is this? A poem? Oh, monsieur. You know me so well. I adore poems. Please read it, and put some feeling into it. Convicted before, a wicked man or woman. Repeat offender. I'm sorry to have to bring it up, Mr. Armstrong, but you have been arrested for stealing from your customers before, haven't you? Mon Dieu! The mensonge! You are the liar! Mensonge, don't know. You deny it. Do not make false accusations. He will play. Please, yep. So, do you have any proof? I want to see incontestable proof that I have ever stolen from one of my customers. My guitar. It seems old habits die hard, Mr. Armstrong. What is that? This is my Magatama. Yep. And I found it in your kitchen. No. Well, that scream just about broke some windows. I have owed this for the little trinket and the figurines. So he's like kleptomaniac, right? My hand, it just slips out. I cannot stop it. I cannot stop it. You've stolen handkerchiefs, gloves, and other things from your customers, right? It is not truth. I am just a timid little girl inside, monsieur. A timid little girl. Besides, this time, it was not a small trinket, It was $500,000. Mais non, why would I steal it? I have no need for such money. Really now? Oh, monsieur, what is it? Isn't it true that you're in some pretty serious trouble? And that you were in desperate need of a large amount of cash? Take that! This restaurant is deep in the red, isn't it? Ah. You have a loan. To the tune of $500,000. Now the lottery ticket would have wiped out your debts. Well, Mr. Armstrong, what do you have to say for yourself now? That went well. Unlock successful. Maggie's motive. Mr. Armstrong. He said that the victim had a winning lottery ticket for $500,000. How did you know he had something like that in the first place? The man, he was listening to the radio with his earpiece. Maggie said something about that too. The winning number was announced on the news, I think. All of a sudden, he exploded. Yes, $500,000, he shouted. And the ticket. He had all of his tickets spread out on the table. I was so desperately in need of money, so I put the poison in his coffee. No, you naughty man. I simply upped myself to one of his tickets. What? The victim collapsed and Maggie passed out. I thought to myself, pourquoi pas? He had so many of them. For what? Not for what? So why not? Gotcha. Oh yeah, because why? Why not? Yep. Yeah, but only one of them was a winning ticket, right? How could you do that, Mr. Armstrong? Maggie was arrested because of you. No, this is not true. Winning ticket. I did not take it. The ticket for $500,000, I mean. But you just told us you did. You said you took a ticket. Mais non, ma fille. It was not. My girl. But no, my girl. Not enough. Huh. Godot. Ah. Mr. Godot. What in the heck are you doing here? Ugh. This is without a doubt the worst coffee I ever tasted, Mr. Armstrong. He came in here for coffee. Does his craving for coffee know no bounds? Perhaps Mr. Armstrong stole one of the victim's tickets on the day in question. I am the airhead at all. Just a pretty little girl who everyone is laughing at. But in that case, Maggie shouldn't be the only one under suspicion. She had the wrong ticket. What? Mr. Armstrong made off with the winning ticket's pretty neighbor. So, the ticket he took was worthless. Not quite. He did win something, $1. You see, I am just a pretty face. Without me looks, I have nothing. So, what happened to the winning ticket then? The one he meant to steal? Indeed. What did happen to it? I don't like spoiling myself by watching trailers, so we'll just wait and see how the movie turns out tomorrow, won't we? Criminal report. Voila! You too! Time to laugh at the pretty little airhead. Looks like I won't be needing this note anymore. Victor's notes thrown into the trash. Looks like we've got a new mystery now, namely, where did the winning ticket go? I've got a bad feeling about this. Well, anyway. We can't let Maggie suffer any longer for this. And certainly not again. To be continued, haha. Nope, if we didn't get on a topic last time, we could have easily got this far. For quoi? For what? Which is why. January 7, 9:48 AM. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Oh, I see. I guess I should have expected this. Oh. Nobody saw the other guy, huh? Nope. Apparently not. Quite a predicament you put yourself in. But he was there when I took the coffee over, sir. Scout honor. Maggie. Gumshoe. Yeah. This is Detective Gumshoe. How are you doing, alright? How are you feeling? As if you need to ask either question, sir. Don't let him get you down, Maggie. And don't forget to eat well, okay? Roger. And you? Yes? You'd better square this case away, got it, pal? Maggie's innocent, you hear? If you screw up, then I'll be doing some If you screw up, then I'll be doing some squaring away myself. Squaring away some paperwork for your arrest. I think he's serious for what I do. I did nothing. Hey detective, you're on our side for once, right? Yep. So you'll be able to help Maggie out, right? Really? Can you, sir? Of course. I've got this situation under control. I'm gonna be the first witness on the stand today. If something I say doesn't mesh with the facts, make sure that you point it out, alright? Sure. Okay, we're forming a united front today, pal. You get me? I can tell you how grateful I am, sir. I've always admired you so much, detective. I know I can count on you. Looks like it should all go pretty smoothly today, huh? I doubt that. I can only wish. January 7th, 10 AM. District Court, courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Peter. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Huh. What's wrong? Nothing. It's just whenever I addressed you in the previous trial, your response was, "You's talking to me." It was a little, intimidating. No, that wasn't me. That was the phony Phoenix. I see. So our trusty Phoenix Wright is back with us now, is he? Our trusty? So, Mr. Godot, your opening statement, please, yep. Mr. Wright, whether you're a fake or the real deal, we will find out soon enough through this trial today. But I can already tell you, I'm the real Phoenix Wright. I wasn't questioning whether you are Phoenix Wright or not. I was questioning whether you had studied law or not. And that's what I intend to find out. There is no denying it. Behind that mask is a man who really hates me for some reason or another. As everyone is aware, the court has already given its verdict on this case once. Therefore, I won't stand for irrelevant testimony during this retrial, nor will I stand for a simple repetition of the evidence presented in the last trial. I'm not planning on repeating anything that phony me said, trust me. Now then, Mr. Godot, please summon your first witness. Yep. Gummy. Let's start with the formalities, shall we? Name and occupation. Witness, state your name for the court. Yep. Sorry, sir. The name's Police Department Detective. Occupation, Richard Gumshoe. Good try. The way around, Detective. Sorry. Anyway, I'm the officer in charge of this case since yesterday, sir. Since yesterday? Yeah. The guy who was on the initial... the guy who was on the initial investigations tied up with another case now. I hope Gumshoe's really got everything under control for everyone's sake. I see, so Detective Gumshoe, would you outline for the court the basic facts of the case? Yes, sir. The victim's name was Glenn Elg. He was a professional programmer. He was on the payroll of Blue Streams Inc., a local company. This is the victim's autopsy report. Wait, why wasn't that in evidence earlier? Whatever. The court accepts this into evidence. Here we go. Glenn's autopsy report added to the court record. Okay, died of potassium cyanide poisoning. Time of death was between 1:30 and 2:30 p.m. Wasn't potassium cyanide the quicker poison or whatever? Because he's pretty darn quick. I'm pretty sure it was used in like World War II, like, you know, if you got caught for espionage, you'd like bite it or whatever, right? Or you'd put it maybe in a watch or something, you'd swallow that and then die. Aha. Well, I wouldn't call it a painless death, but painless in comparison to what you would have to go through, you know. And here are the floor plans of the restaurant, yep. When the incident took place, the victim was sitting right here. Where was the old man sitting here, Because, theoretically, if the old man was sitting here, he wouldn't have seen the guy at all. He said he only saw the victim, so he was likely here. If you look, you can only see the wall. Anyways, when the incident took place, the victim was sitting right here. The poisoned coffee was brought over to him by the waitress. The waitress being the accused. Yeah. The victim died from poisoning almost immediately after he took a sip of the coffee. At the time of the incident, there were 2 other people in the restaurant. Mr. Gene Armstrong, the owner and chef, and a regular by the name of Mr. Victor Trudeau. I tell you, man, I feel like there's something in my nose. It still seems to be a very straightforward case to me. Trivia and floor plan added to the court record, Blueprint of the crime scene, X equals the victim's seat. Come, detective, take up this hammer and nail the defendant's coffin shut with your own 2 hands. The exit there, though, man. So how would he get out? The window, maybe? Possibility. He could maybe get out the window, but... He wouldn't be seen here, yeah. Well, whatever. And nail the defendant's coffin shut with your own 2 hands. Yep. Now then, Detective Gumshoe, let's have your testimony. Yes, sir. I thought that was a testimony. Whatever. The incident. When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table, sir. We understand that the guy, Ranelg, was listening to the radio at the time. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup. And what we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packs a punch. And, it looks like it looks like Miss Bird might have had, well, some kind of a motive. It'd be dumb. Why would they do it that simply? Obviously, she'd be discovered, man. Using the dark, aromatic depths of coffee to conceal the poison. Classy lady. The facts of this case seem to be ironclad. Mr. Wright, I would ask you to begin your cross-examination, but... Yes. Please, no intimidation tricks this time around. Is that understood? I already told you, that wasn't me. Man. The incident. Are you sure? Can I stop you for just a minute? Well, what is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence? He's so desperate for that to be true. He's practically crying. The testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Miss Bird. She claims that there was another man at the victim's table. Yeah, that's what she said, and I... Yep. What killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction? Hey. Sadly, her testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, it's true. The 2 testimonies tie up on that. They both said there was no other guy at the table. What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? I want to press harder, yeah. Well, maybe the other witnesses just missed him, yeah. Perhaps their view of the victim's table was obscured in some way. Ha. That argument is as weak as a coffee at Tribune, right? I have here in my possession a ticket, yep. Ticket. Looks more like a photo to me. Yes, a one-way ticket to Guiltyville. Population the defendant. This is a photograph taken from near the entrance to the kitchen, yep. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef moments after the poisoning took place, correct? I think the court will agree that with such a clear view of the scene of the crime. How, Mr. Shrike? Could have anyone overlooked a second person at the table? It certainly seems to show the victim's table extremely clearly. Crime photo added to the court record, yep. Yeah, nothing really stands out. If there was 2 cups, I could argue, you know, but... Whatever. How would you get it? Potassium cyanide. I've heard of that chemical before. Exactly how strong is this poison, Detective Gumshoe? It's, well... That stuff's lethal. That stuff's lethal. Eat too much in your history. How much is too much? A lethal dose is 0.2 grams, and that's about enough to finish anyone off. 0.2 grams, how much is that? You know when you swab your ears for earwax? Yeah, about that much. Ooh. Earwax, huh? Sounds like something Gumshoe's got an abundance of, yep. Such a small quantity of poison could have been concealed anywhere, yep. But they never found the ticket. Some kind of a motive. Yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown way out of proportion. You know what my golden rule is, detective? Take out a bad cup of coffee, you can always get another. Oh, I don't get it. I'm saying we can always get another witness on the stand, if we have to chuck you out. Oh. So stick to the facts, detective. Now then, what was Miss Bird's motive? Come on, Gumshoe. She was. They said she wanted to steal a lottery ticket. I knew it. That's what we heard yesterday too. It disappeared from the scene of the crime. And it wasn't just any lottery ticket. It was a winning ticket for $500,000. I've been sneezing every second, holy crap. Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? But he stole the wrong one. Then, is it possible Maggie stole the winning one? What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder? Yeah. How much she fainted? How would she get it, you know? Wait a minute. The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared in no way implicates my client. Tja, I have here in my hand the very ticket in question. That's $500,000. That's the $500,000 lottery ticket. One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting a search, of the defendant. Oh, come on now, why is everything bad? Oh yeah, give me a second again. I swear, man, my nose was like nothing the entire day. All of a sudden, it's runny. Anyways, What? Why was I not told any of this, man? Order, order. She's quite a lucky bird, our little waitress. You will submit that ticket to... You will submit that ticket as evidence to the court immediately. I'd better keep an eye on that ticket. The way the judge's voice is quivering, yeah. Victim's lottery ticket added to the court record, yeah. A winning ticket for $500,000 found during a body search of Maggie, yeah. This ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial too. But it feels heavier now somehow. $500,000, you say. It's just a scrap of paper. What matters is where it was found, Your Honor. And that's on Maggie's person, unfortunately. You really think there are any contradictions in this testimony? To be honest, I don't know. One, two, three, four, five. To be honest, I don't know. Like Gumshoe told us out in the lobby. He said we'd be forming a united front, right? How will we win the case if he doesn't throw us a line? I don't have a whole lot of options right now. The best I can do is gather the facts. Gather together the facts, I guess, yeah. He was listening to his radio, you say? Yeah, he had a portable radio in his chest pocket. Maggie told us that too, didn't she? Something about how one of them had some sort of earpiece, yeah. What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? All I can do is press to get it. And what was it that the victim was listening to on the radio, Detective Gumshoe? Huh? How should I know? Thanks a lot. We're now one step closer to the middle of nowhere. This isn't going very well, is it? Detective, could you perhaps tell us about the poison and how it was used? So, traces of the poison were found in the coffee cup and nowhere else. Not sure where I get you, pal. Was the poison a liquid, or was it a powder? If I had to put it in layman's terms, I'd say it was a powdery substance. So the poison could have been in anything that was on the table. Sugar, salt, pepper. Ha! Do you put salt and pepper in your coffee, Wright? Salt actually, yeah, supposedly makes it a better. But sugar, you know. The victim took his coffee black, with no sugar. It seems that the poison could only have been in the coffee. What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? I want the vial to be brought up. Press harder, yeah. Are you absolutely certain that the victim even drank any of his coffee? What do you mean? According to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup. But what proof is there that the victim ever drank any of it? Oh hey, you're right. That's what I was thinking. Nope. In case you were wondering, the last objection was for the detective there. For me. Oh hey, you're right. You may be fooling the court, but I'm not falling for it. If you have the time to waste, you have the time to present that piece of evidence. That piece? That piece, sir? Yes, that piece. What piece was it again? The vial. This. Should I be grateful? This coffee's only hot enough to give me first-degree burns. Oh, now I remember. This is the, victim's coffee cup. Yes, the victim's cup. Take a good look at the rim. Oh yes, it's unmistakable. There is clearly a coffee stain on it. Conclusive proof that the victim did drink the poisoned coffee that was in this cup. The victim gulped down the bitter death that the waitress brought to him. Like this. Oof. Aye. For the record, the only prints on the coffee cup were... the only prints on the cup were the victim's and the defendant's. Coffee cup. The coffee contained potassium cyanide, covering the victim's and Maggie's fingerprints, yeah. Upon further investigation of this cup, we found a certain chemical substance. That's enough. The facts of this case seem overwhelmingly clear to me. The defendant had ample opportunity to commit the crime of which she is charged. Furthermore, it seems beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime. I like an old man who knows the score. There is also the matter of the $500,000 lottery ticket. That alone provides a very credible motive. I mean, for that sum of money, even I might be tempted to bend the rules. I don't mind an old man who is weak to the siren call of money, and is honest about it. Not good, Nick. The evidence against Maggie is starting to pile up fast. Yeah, that's because the court has ruled guilty once already. Yep. I'd say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance. Yep. Nope. With one final, decisive piece of evidence. He's got more evidence against Maggie. This is the apron the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time. What's the red? Wow. That's not the cleanest apron I've seen. That stain looks like... It can't be blood, can it? Ha. It seems the star of our play was a little flustered, yep. It's almost spilled the coffee on herself. The coffee? That's not exactly the first thing that caught my eye. Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron. No, there's something else that stands out even more. Something else. I presume you mean... Although I'm thinking here, why is the coffee spill on her? Something else. I presume you mean... Of course, I'm referring to the pocket. The pocket? A search carried out right after the incident uncovered this. Potassium cyanide. The very poison used by the killer was in her apron pocket. What? How? Why would she have it, man? There's no reason. A bottle of poison in Maggie's pocket? Yeah, and Maggie's prints were the only ones on it. What? Order, order! The court will accept these items into evidence. If they're added to the court record, yeah. I wanna know what the red is, man. Yeah, I wanna know, man. Worn by Maggie at the time of the incident. Has a small pocket but big stains, yep. Potassium cyanide added to the court record, yep. There's something still bothering me, Mr. Gonot. Why have you not explained the bloodstain to the court? Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be? Don't play games, prosecutor. The blood-colored stain that smeared all over the apron. Maybe because he's wearing the goggles, he doesn't notice the color difference, maybe. That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about a blood stain. You don't need to be told. Just look at it. Whoa, detective. Could this stain really be blood? No way, sir. It's just ketchup, sir. Ketchup, She must have gotten some on her apron while taking someone their breakfast that day. But no one goes in. No one goes to that restaurant because it's bad. Only the old guy does, and he only gets a cappuccino. She must have gotten some on her apron while taking someone their breakfast that day. You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe. Pull a stunt like that again, and I'll have you drink 17 cups of ketchup with this. I thought everyone knew what it was already, man. Yeah. I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the last ruling I made on this case. The motive, the opportunity, and the supporting evidence. They have all been clearly established. Yeah, do be a pain. Well, it's right. It seems you really are a phony after all. What do you mean? There's literally nothing I could do, man. You really know how to drive a man nuts. I was clicking anyways, Witness, please continue with your testimony. Describe for the court the crime scene and the findings of your investigation there. The investigation. The crime was reported at 2:25 by a kind of scary old man, sir. Was there 2:38? Or I'm more so closer to 2:20. Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her, yeah. The victim didn't have any identification on him. But we figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. You identified the victim and secured your prime suspect. Very good. Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, right? Don't count on any more cross-examinations after this one, so let the fun begin. The investigation, yep. I'm going here. 25. How did you figure that out? Wait a sec. Oh, did I say something dumb again? Let me paraphrase what you just testified to this court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him. That's basically what you said, yes? Yeah, basically. In that case, how were you able to identify the victim so quickly? Oh, Nat. You settle it down. He's got the whole sagging shoulders and puppy eyes thing going. There was a prescription bag on the victim's table along with the lottery ticket. It seems Mr. Glenn Elg visited his doctor before he went to Trebian. We got the victim's name from the medical records of the doc who prescribed the meds. Not a reliable enough source for the court. What should I do? Should I leave this alone or ask to hear more? Ask about the prescription bag, yeah. So what sort of medicine was in the bag? Well... Actually, the bag we found was empty. Oh. Yeah, completely empty. It was completely empty, yeah. Victim's prescription bag added to the court record. The bag is empty. Huh. You're entering an empty paper bag as evidence. Desperate, are you, Wright? Now, what happened with the investigation after that, Detective? For 17 years. Scary old man, Detective Gumshoe. There's an old man who's a regular at the restaurant where the incident happened. We're obviously talking about the same old man. Officers were dispatched right after the report came in, but the old guy still made a fuss. What took you so long? Then he hurled abuse at them and seeds. Seeds. It was nothing. I caught each one of them with my teeth. I guess not even the mighty Godot can avoid being attacked by that guy. Shit. Guess not. It was here. The old man was the only other customer in the place at the time. He took his time finding a payphone apparently, so he was late reporting the crime. Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her. The victim didn't have any identification on him. But we figured out who he was, oh yeah. Save again. Saving though was good. How long was the defendant unconscious for? The officers got to the crime scene at around 2:40. Maggie was still cold in the kitchen at that time. How cold in the kitchen? Wait, the kitchen, man. It took another 10 minutes or so before she came to. I would have liked to have been on the scene myself. I bet you would have liked to have carried out the search too. Yep, I would have loved to see Maggie asleep like that. All pretty and peaceful. Good for you, Gumshoe. You're a professional detective, Gumshoe, not a professional bird watcher. Save the romantics for your own time, detective. All we need to know about is the investigation. Oops, I guess I'm pretty red right now, aren't I? He didn't have any. Are you saying that it was stolen then? No, I don't think so. The victim didn't have a driver's license or even a credit card on him, pal. All he had was 58 cents in his wallet. 58 cents. Yeah, I can't believe I found someone with less in their wallet than me, pal. The victim sounds like he was a thoroughly miserable young man. Or some kind of outlaw. Why not give him a bit of an edge? I think I'm onto something here, yeah. But the defendant had been passed out for a while, correct? And slipped in that case. Isn't it possible someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket? Hey, yeah, you've nailed it, pal. It happens to me all the time. We had a department party the other day, and when I got home, I was wearing the boss's shoes. Keep up this crazy testimony, detective, and those shoes will end up down your throat. Sorry. So, right. Someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket. That's a pretty bold statement. Here to back it up with some evidence. Well, I'd love to if I had any, yeah. It appears you have no evidence to support your theory, Mr. Wright. Continue with your testimony, witness, yep. Nothing really. So the $500,000 lottery ticket and the bottle of poison were accounted for. Yeah. Interesting. It's true that those two items are accounted for. But wasn't there another lottery ticket that was stolen that day? Oh yeah. The one the restaurant owner took. He won a whole dollar with it. What a lucky guy, huh? And they're just going to let him get away with it? It was just $1, detective. I guess no one cares when it's that little. Except for Gumshoe. If I don't find a hole in this testimony, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. Gumshoe isn't giving us anything to work with. And we can't find any contradictions if he doesn't give us something. Yeah, that's true. But Maggie and Gumshoe are like Dumb and Dumber. Our only hope is that they were so dumb, they missed something obvious. Come on, Gumshoe, be the dumbest you've ever been. I mean... How was that? Oh, never mind. Yeah, that wasn't... It should have been there, but it wasn't. Let's see here. Instead, phony isn't gonna work. No, that's not his seat. That's his table. Or a Maggie. Covered in Maggie's fingerprints. How do we know it's the victim man? The crime was reported at 2:25. Maggie passed out from the shock. Oh, okay, yeah, we did line of questioning already. Yep. Not bad, huh? Man, I'm making sweating bullets, man, heck. That one. No identification. I press further here. Wait a sec. Oh. Let's do the other one then. Yep. There we go. And the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. So the $500,000 ticket and the bottle of poison were accounted for, yeah. Interesting, it's true that those two items are accounted for. But wasn't there another lottery? Yeah, either, already read that. Let's see here, crime was reported. Poor Maggie must have passed out. No identification. Prescription bag, I don't think that's gonna help us too much here. From Maggie. Not doing a body search of Maggie. It's one thing I don't get. Oh. But she was in the kitchen, wasn't she? She was passed out in the kitchen here, huh? Oh. Nope. Man, I'm pretty sure that. Mono poison, yeah. If we don't find a hole in this testimony, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. Yep. Or might get passed up from the shock. She passed out in the kitchen, man. That's what I don't get. She passed out in the kitchen. She passed out in the kitchen, you're Paper aren't there either. Bomb, MC Bomber. Okay, now, yeah. Nothing else missing from the crime scene. Well, if he went there before going to the Tribune, where's the drugs, you know? Detective Gumshoe, I think I should point something out to you. There is just one small contradiction in your testimony. Yeah, he said just before, which is why I was confused. Oh, finally. I'm getting all anxious just waiting, so hurry up, will you? You testified that nothing else was missing from the crime scene. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officers recover the medicine from the scene of the crime later? No, they didn't. They didn't. The victim was given a prescription right before going to Tribune. Where then did the medicine disappear too? You are too cool, pal. Indeed. Due consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness, why do you always overlook such vital pieces of evidence? Hey, love, welcome back, welcome back. Hope you're doing good, hope you're doing good. I guess that's the most careless thing I've done so far, huh? Nah, you're always careless, don't worry about it. The victim was killed by poison, and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could have been the lethal poison itself. Terribly sorry for being late. You have nothing to apologize for, man. Not like you're obligated. Order. Thought I'm not gonna stream today, yeah. Nah, I mean, normally I do it often. That's just a few times where I'm like, I get a bit lazy, I mean, love, if you really want to know, like, when I'm streaming, when I start stream on the, starting, I usually do live notification every time. So if you really want to know when I'm streaming, it's just a simple matter of, you put on the stream notification roll. It'd ping you every time. But as I said, doesn't matter, man. Life stuff takes priority. Anyways, order. Well, Mr. Godot, what do you have to say to that? Huh. That's all. What? Because you were reading your book and playing Animal Crossing? Ah, nice. Is it a good book? Is it like an adventure? Or is it like a boring book like Anne of Green Gables? Ah, didn't notice YouTube had a notification. Gotcha. It's like one of those boring books that, like, you know... Let's see, like, it's an old, one, like, I don't know. It's a young girl is falling in love in, like, 1900s, stuff like that. My mom reads a lot of those. Huh. Or it's like a good one, like, you know, adventuring, dragons and fire, or like murder mysteries. No, I'm kind of curious here. Anyways, what? Read for the court the name of the clinic on the prescription bag, if you will. What's the clinic's name got to do with anything? Get a bag. New year, oh, new year, oh, new year, otolaryngology, new year, otolaryngology, new year, otolaryngological. Did I say that right? New year, otolaryngological. No, new year. Otolaryngological. Otolaryngological. Okay. New Year Otolaryngological Clinic. Otolaryngological. There we go. Just what kind of illness was the victim suffering from, Mr. Godot? Hardly an illness, Your Honor. Or like a bitter war wound, you could say. It's a comic book about a Vietnam War person, something like that. France versus Vietnam. France and Vietnam fought? Huh. Never knew that. I thought it was America that fought Vietnam. Yeah. If I recall right, I think my grandpa was actually a mechanic in that war. Just a fun fact. Anyways, a war wound. The day before the incident, Mr. Elk found himself in a fight. Yeah. He took a blow to the side of the head and ruptured his eardrum. He ruptured his eardrum. Then what on earth was the prescription he was given? It was a cream that was to be applied topically inside of your canal, not to be ingested. What? Drastic over Vietnam's land, something like that. I think the fight was more than 50 years. Oh, wow. That is certainly a long time. It's certainly a long fight. Whoa. A 50-year fight. That's like a long fight. Let's see here. Potassium cyanide poisoning. It's mentioned in the autopsy report. If you read the fine print, they found traces of the medication in the victim's left ear. That wasn't there. What the heck? That wasn't there. Vietnam the way. Oof, so they got their land taken by France, and then America went over as well. Ah, turn them. I forget. I know, like, when America left or whatever, like... No, whatever organization America was fighting, like, immediately took over or whatever, something like that. At least I think that's what happened, right? Like, after America left, like... whatever they call the terrorist group or whatever took over immediately. I forget. At least that's what I like heard in social years upon years ago. Anyways, yes, here it is in very, very fine print. You're on like page 35 to 38. How many pages are there? Depending on, it could be, I don't know how long it would be. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Tribune. 132, oh wow. You got a long way to go, I see. Well, good luck with that. Therefore, it would be absurd to believe that he would have eaten his medication. Ooh. It seems that this medication is irrelevant to the case after all. No. Nick. Crap. Without this, we have no lead. Wait, no. That doesn't solve anything. Nah. It's a matter of if he applied a bottle at Tribune, the bottle should be there. The prescription should still be there. Nick. If you don't think of something quick, it'll all be over. She's right. But I can't get away with any old weak objection. What should I do? Push the medication issue, yeah. Only moments ago, Mr. Godot made the following statement. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Tribune. If that's the case, then why was the medication not found at the scene of the crime? I mean, someone had to take it out. But the medication in question was for topical use inside the ear canal. That's not the point. That doesn't change the fact that it could not be found at the crime scene. However insignificant it may seem, it's a lawyer's duty to pursue the truth. Yep. Yeah. You know as well as I do that the medication is irrelevant. Yeah, it's for summer homework and I didn't want to be a stupid person, so I chose to do a 100-ish page. You wanted to do an 80-page book. Me, whenever I had to do book reports and stuff like that, I would look for a book that you could find like the notes online or whatever, right? I find the notes online. I would find the notes online and just read the, quick notes on to figure out what happened. And then there was another one where I actually didn't read all of it. And I made the ending up. I made the entire ending up of it. Because they were like about the ending, I didn't read it, so I just completely winged it and made it up. And just got a decent mark on it. Luckily they didn't know the book. If they knew the book, I would have been screwed. But the 80-page books are literal childish books, yeah. I mean, you could maybe do like a shortish story, right? A shortish story would probably work as well. But then again, I guess 132 ain't too long. Still long, but not long compared to some. You know as well as I do that the medication is irrelevant. It hardly seems like that. It hardly seems likely that a prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide. That's not the point. It hardly seems likely that the coffee the waitress served would contain it either. But it did. The possibility is undeniable. Now it's enough. Mr. Godot, is the detective the only witness the prosecution wishes to call? Mr. Godot. Oh my, I've got my own witness I'd like to call, sir. It's the old man who was there in the restaurant on the day of the murder. Mr. Prudhomme, the pigeon hater. Very well. The matter of the disappearing medication seems a little more than trivial at best. Same, you had to read a book and remake it, but I made up the ending. Nice. Yeah, I didn't read it all. I've never been too much of a reader, or kind of. I don't mind reading, right? The thing is, I actually don't mind reading. If we were in an age where the internet didn't exist, I'd probably be a bookworm, right? But it's just a matter of, frankly, games and stuff are more appealing. Games, videos are more appealing entertainment than reading. So, like, reading is good and all. It is nice, actually. It's just not better than a game, you know? Because, like, compared to sports and stuff like that, reading's, like, still up there compared to, like, sports and stuff, which is, like, down here. But, like, let's say, sports, physical stuff here, reading's around up here. But if games and videos are, like, up here, then you're never really going to do reading. Unless you absolutely have to. You know what I mean? Let's see, though, I do have a few books in my room. Let's see, I have a book on ghost stories, a book on murder, I have Frankenstein in here, and I think I have a war book. A war book as well. Yeah. Anyways, the matter of the disappearing medication seems a little more than trivial at best. No. How could it have gone out of the area? Someone had to take it out. You want to know who? However, it wasn't explored at all in the previous trial. And that is something that bothers me. Yep. Yay, good job, Nick. The court will adjourn for a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear the prosecution's next witness. Tja. I suppose this means I'll just have to finish you off in my last 6 cups. Court is adjourned for recess. Recess, yep. Double bit my tongue, heck. January 7, 11:03 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Phew! That was close. He also wanted to buy a murder book for like a friend group in school event, but there was a fire so they all got terminated. Ah, that's a shame. What's even the murder book I have about? Let's see here. Where is it? Paranormal. Some paranormal stuff, okay. But yeah, I do have ghost stories as well. Oh, wait, there's another book here. What's the other book? Now I gotta see. Heck. Another killer book. Okay, I think there's 2 murder books here, huh? Yeah. Oh. I got another. And then another. Yeah. Mathematical brain teasers. I have no idea why I have this book. Let's see though. But you found a poem. So just in case of Valentine's Day, I just have to copy the poem. Wait, why do you gotta do a poem for Valentine's Day? Ah. What's a poem for Valentine's Day for? Another book. Maybe a tiny book somewhere. Like I want to read Frankenstein, but like I read like half of it and it's not bad. Just a matter of what would I rather do with time. Yeah, they said, man, if you call out lurkers, it might make them run away instead. Just let them lurk. Let the lurkers lurk, man. But yeah, I do like, well, I like books. Actually, I'd say compared to writing or reading, I think writing can be fun. I have fairly long writing thing. Long. I still remember the good time where I had to write like we had like 3 people for a project. Each person had to write a section of the story, right? Section of the story, and I had the middle part. So, dude first is going to adventure. You're pretty bored of wanting to vibe or that person you met a lot of times, yeah. Oh, sorry love, but I ain't too popular of a streamer, so not too many people come over here. But yeah, as I was saying, so the first one did like adventure, and then the dude goes into the dungeon. I did when they were in the dungeon, and I ended up giving the third guy who had to read mine a panic attack, I guess. Because he had to read mine to attach it to his or whatever. So I mean, hey, I count that as pretty successful of writing, hey. If you can give someone a panic attack from actually your writing, pretty good. Now I wish I could write more or better. But I don't know if I can make a compelling story, that's for sure. And if I do write a story, it's gonna be heckin' dark. Really dark, anyways. Tell me about it. I nearly died in there. That's my line, sir. No, it's my line. I think I really did die a little bit. Looks like we all nearly died in there. I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. How could he betray us like that? Oh. He said he'd help me. But he totally set me up. I don't think he meant to do that, Maggie. You probably have 2 goals in this channel. You're a mod. You're famous, yeah. You know, man, I feel like being famous would be a hassle, right? But I think my goal is building a community. That's what I would prefer, you know. If I can build a community, great. However, that means to get a whole bunch of people, and that's hard. That's hard. People come and go all the time, you know. And since you're like, you know, don't have too many viewers, it means that less people see, right? Less people see, less people join. Less people join. You know? I wouldn't really care if you didn't face reveal. Yeah, you know. My character has a mask for a reason. Like if I ever did one in, really. If I ever did, you know, a stream. Yeah, you know, that had a bit more movement and stuff like that, you know. You know, I'd be wearing a mask. If I got enough popular, right? Get a mask like this one, get a mask like this, you know. And then do it. I'll tell you, never gonna, no, never showing face, man. Never. Because I tell you, it's always a letdown, man. Every time. Someone, you know, someone's mysterious or something like that, right? Then you see their face and it's like, oh, no. It ruins the immersion, man. It ruins the immersion. Of course, I could say. Bro, imagine if you made another copy of your character without the mask, but put in a meme face, something like that, so you control someone. I mean, technically speaking, this character... Or, technically speaking, I do have a face, you know. The mask is on top of it. The face isn't that great. Yeah. But you know, man. It's not that I can't draw faces or I can't do faces, it's more of a matter of it's more so lore reason. More so lore reason. Not sure if you know, but I guess I am technically a parasite. Yep. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can see my tendrils coming out of my head, right? Or I guess it's me. Just, you know, controlling a body. Yep. Good old controlling the body. I mean, hey, at least it works pretty well. Fairly well, fairly well. Oh, yeah. Anyways, I don't think he meant to do that, Maggie. He was backed into a corner. I mean, the guy's got to do his job, right? It's okay. I know all about lies and betrayal. I've had them my whole life. But it really hurts this time. It felt like someone punched me hard in the stomach. I hate that guy. I don't ever want to see him again. Poor Gumshoe, Gumshoe. I feel bad for Gumshoe, man. But yeah, what I am is nothing but a parasite. And I took over a human body, or I'm the human. No, not right. Technically. I mean, I don't know, love. I don't know. Would you call someone a human if they have all the memories and emotions of the person? But they're just a copy? Or more so a replica? Not too sure. Anyways, so the next witness is going to be that old guy from the park, right? Yeah, Mr. Kudo. Lover of waitress outfits and projectile seeds. Yep. I bet he's gonna be really stubborn. I mean, he's pretty set in his ways, you know. Yep. Yeah, he's a big old grouch. Are you going to be able to handle him? Are you gonna be able to handle him, Nick? We'll try. But be careful though. Sometimes streamers accidentally turn on their webcam, or just accidentally show their face. Well, I don't really have a camera. Or should I don't have a camera plugged in. Don't have a webcam plugged in. Oh, I remember. I had to use one before. The camera before had to do with some meeting or whatever, right? In any case, I wore a screen mask instead. I still didn't show my face, well, for a while. Until the person managing it got really pissed off and I was gonna get in a lot of trouble if I kept the mask on. So instead, I dimmed the lights in the room, put on my hood, did it with a crappy camera. They couldn't see my face at all. It was just like a huge shadow. Yeah, it was good. But yeah, I've always been thinking anonymity is important, you know. Like, look, if someone wants to show their face online, go for it, but is it smart? Not really. Not really at all. It can screw you over in the future. If I was a streamer, I would probably wear another mask when streaming just in case, yeah. I mean, the thing is, it'd probably be fine. Because, how it works usually is, you have a software, right? You use a software like, Live 2D or something, no, I'm not sure it's a Live 2D. Anyways, a VTuber Studio, something like that, right? It uses the camera, track your facial features, right? But it never shows your face. It can't show your face, and as long as you don't have, in your sources or whatever on OBS, if you don't have a camera there, you'll never get your face shown. So then you'd be fine. At least you'd probably be fine. Yeah, you'd be fine. So there's really ain't too much worry, as long as you're smart about it. As long as you're smart about it. Anyways, yeah, he's a big old grouch. Are you going to be able to handle him? Yeah, I can take whatever he throws at me, even those never-ending bird seeds. Yay. January 7, 11:15 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 4. Yep. Number 4. Let's see here. We keep on going. Court now reconvene for the trial of Maggie Bird. Yep. Mr. Godot, your next witness, please. The prosecution calls a lucky old-timer who caught the show over a cup of coffee. Yeah, over a cup of coffee. Will the witness please take a stand? Yep. There we go. Yep. Ay. Name and occupation, if you don't mind. The name is Victor Trudeau, born and bred in the land of the rising sun. Honor and duty are what make me, mind you. I can be quite emotional at times, too. We don't need to hear about that, mister. Oh, so sneeze in the neck. We don't need to hear about that, Mr. Trudeau. Just tell the court your occupation. My occupation? Yeah, nothing, youngin'. How much call do you think there is for kimono embroidery here? Oh, don't know what that means, but yeah. Kimono embroidery. That's what I do, or did, back in Japan. I embroidered family crests on kimonos. My ancestors were embroidering kimonos before this country even existed. Wow, a real craftsman. They're a dying breed. Oh yeah. This is based in America, New York or Nevada. Something like that. Las Vegas maybe. Let's see, one time you accidentally said, "Screw you" in class. All of your classmates probably heard, including teacher. About I get no warning, so I was like scared for 3 days straight and can't sleep. Yeah, if they don't question it right away, you probably aren't gonna get in trouble. However, I had one dude, man. I had one person who said that to the teacher. Straight at his face, man. Dude was livid. The teacher was livid. You're like, okay. I'm pretty sure you're like, okay. Because we got all sent out of class. Except that one dude. And I think I heard yelling, yeah. It was dude's first year teaching. Oh, bro. There's a few times he even walked out of class. That teacher walked out of class because he was so annoyed. Like a lot of the people in my class weren't really good kids. I was good though. But that, yeah, poor teacher. Everyone liked him though. Actually, you know what? I got a free GPU from him. Yep. That teacher, his brother was a doctor. He did all his computer parts, and one day, he heard me talking about, you know, needing a graphics card. He gave me one. He gave me an old one of his. He's like, hey, you can have this. And it was like, you know, probably around $200 for that graphics card. So I'm like, hey, great, I'll take it, hey. Appreciate it. Yeah, even the whole class one time went to his house for a barbecue. Actually, one time when I was biking around school, or biking around after school, or whatever, with some friends, we went to his house. You know, gave us, gave some water, stuff like that. Even got to see his basement. He had, like, a whole, like, bar down there. It was pretty cool. Yeah, some of my classmates would actually go down there and, like, you know, tinker with, computer parts and stuff like that. Yeah, it was pretty good all in all. He told you his whereabouts, yeah. Yeah. He was like my grade 9 teacher. And then even in grade 12, when we all graduated, everyone in our class went to his house and he actually did a cookout. He made a whole bunch of burgers and man, they were heckin' good burgers, I tell ya. Like, real good burgers. It was nice to see him again. Yeah. But yeah, I think everyone in my class knew where he lived. He also had this big fluffy dog as well. Big fluffy white dog. It was cute. But yeah, he told us where he lived. Pretty good. Yeah. Guess I was at a few of our classmates' houses as well before. I remember one time, we're just, you know, biking around. We go to this, girls in our class's house and we just, you know, hang out there for a bit. She gives us, the mom gives us water and we just got talking. And we weren't even friends with the girl. I don't even know why we went there. I have no idea why. But we did. It honestly wasn't too bad. But yeah, I was like, oh hey, you're here. Okay, sure. But yeah, I think that's the only teacher's house I've been to. Lucky your Chinese teacher has a course owner, I think, and has his house in the same neighborhood, but I still don't know where he lives, yeah. Yeah, I think that's the only teacher I know where he lives, maybe. Yeah, only him. But yeah, we were his first class after he got his teaching degree, right? After he became a full-on teacher. We were his first class, so he was, you know, fairly close to us. So yeah, it was pretty good, pretty good. Wow, a real craftsman, they're a dying breed. Hey, maybe he could embroider my costume sometime. Anyway, like I said, there's not much demand for that kind of thing here. So I had to take a job working the cash register at a burger joint, pretending to smile. That burger joint would have been better off putting him in the kitchen, yeah. Yeah. You would love to have a dog as company. You always wanted a hamster, but your parents is still thinking, so they're not sold on the idea of a pet, eh? Yeah, my family has, 2 dogs, 2 cats. Used to have, 3 cats, one died when they were, like, 16. One died when they were 14. And the other one died when they were, like, 8 from, stomach cancer, yep. Don't know how they got stomach cancer, but they did. We got another cat. We got 2 other cats, they're honestly awful. They get into everything, there's so much troublemakers, man. And then we have 2 dogs. One dog is, like, their sisters or whatever, right? Different years or whatever, but one dog is pretty smart and the other one is about as dumb as a brick, you know. About as dumb as a brick. I unlocked her cage and she like couldn't even get out because she thought it was locked the entire time. The other one though, you can learn to teach to spin, sit, lay, all that stuff. And it's just a hamster, small but animal. They're like, I didn't beg for a dog though, yeah. I mean, depending on the dog, it's not too bad. If you get like a medium dog, it needs a lot of maintenance, right? But if you get a smallish dog, they can run around in the backyard if you play with them for a bit, you know. I've personally wanted a bird. I've wanted a bird, but where I live, we have 2 cats. There is no heckin' way I'm ever getting a bird, man. Because the cat would heckin' kill the bird, and I would not be happy. I swear I'd end up killing the cat if it killed my animal. so I would not want to do it. Oh, yeah. Like, man, if I had a pet, and then someone else's pet ended up killing my pet, I swear, I'd grab that pet by the tail, I'll start whacking it against the wall or something till it died. And in any case, so, let's continue. That burger joint would have been better off putting him in the kitchen, yeah. Now then, witness. Were you in the restaurant at the time of the incident? Oh yes, I was eating some of seeds over a cup of cappuccino. Seeds. What do you think these are? I see. So you saw everything that happened, Gramps. Did I? Oh yes I did. I saw it all. Then please, tell the court, we're all ears. Sure. I'll tell you every last detail. He's really getting into this, yep. No, because your cousin was a bit lucky. She always wanted a duck. Her dad said yes, but he always probably say we have no pond to put it in. She has a backyard though, medium I guess, yeah. Don't know, how well does the duck even work? That reminds me, I actually got to pet a goose. It was pretty nice. I actually got a pet a goose. Like, you know, Canadian geese, they're usually not friendly, but I had one. Just didn't give a care at all. I got to pet it. I tell you, man, geese are actually surprisingly fluffy. Like, I thought they'd be more, kind of feel like plasticky or whatever, the feathers or whatever. Now, they're again fluffy. They're pretty nice. But, yeah. I guess you could always build a pond, right? I guess you want to make sure it's running water, though. Change it out every now and then. If it becomes too stagnant, it might be a problem if it's smaller, right? If it's bigger, though, then you're probably fine. Then again, yeah, you probably do like a swimming pool and it'd be fine. You do love ducks, though, yeah. Yeah, ducks are kind of cute. Kind of cute. I think I've never really seen anyone have a duck as a pet, though. Yeah, I never saw that. If you did sell your duck, I would give you every single darn penny you have. As I said, I never had a duck. You mean your cousin, if your cousin sold it? Anyways, what I witnessed here, The young man was reading the sports paper. The serving girl brought him a cappuccino, but she put something in it. The man took one sip of it. Looks like he was in terrible pain, and then collapsed. That's the serving girl. There in the defendant's chair. I remember her well. No, you don't. Lie. Mr. Kudo, she is not a serving girl. Please refer to her as a waitress. That's not even the hair length of Maggie. Length of Maggie, is it? Oh, okay, I'll take your word for it. Oh yeah, I guess someone could have probably taken the waitress as, no. Nah, never mind. Because then Maggie would have saw him in a waitress dress. Yeah, you're as bad as the rest of them. All of these newfangled words. What's wrong with old-fashioned ones? Newfangled. All of this talk of radios and glasses. It's just wireless and spectacles, I tell you. Excuse me. Listen to me, everyone. Don't forget the old values. Don't let the good old days slip away. Well, I think it's time to begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Yeah. He's lying here. He told us earlier that... Matt, come on. He already told us earlier, man, that he had no idea. Fine. Mr. Kudo, that is a very grave accusation. Are you sure about what you saw? Mr. Kudo never makes mistakes. I dot every and cross every I. Oh, I dot every T and cross every I. Was he reading his sports paper though? Yeah. He had a sports paper. This one right here, yeah. I see. My eyesight's fine. The doctor said I only need spectacles for reading and driving. I bet his eyes are only really fine when he's scoping out a waitress. Yep. And I saw what the serving girl put into the Javachino juice as well. I bet I know what's coming up, and something tells me I'm not gonna like it. Oh. Fine. Your Honor, we need more clarification on what was put to the victim's coffee. I'd like to ask that the witness add what he knows about this to his testimony. Yep. I agree. Witness, will you enlighten us, please? Yeah, you would always press harder. I mean, pressing harder does work. You need more info, right? Sure. There's a question about it. She very conspicuously put some white powder in there. Did she really put that into the coffee? You doubt me, boy. She took some out of a small brown bottle and sprinkled it in. Couldn't she have been adding sugar? Sugar in a small brown bottle like that. Like that. Witness, could you please describe the bottle in more concrete terms? Ah, a bottle like this, perhaps. Oh, there it is. That's the one. That's a bottle of potassium cyanide, I presume. What did the accused put into the coffee? I think it's clear, don't you? The thing is, man, he doesn't know what she looks like. He doesn't know. Press it here, actually, then. He said, I remember her well, in reference to the waitress. Did she have any particular features that you can identify her by? Particular features? It's a disgrace, and that's what it is. The apron, right? Sorry. You can see all the way up to her. You know. She's practically naked in that uniform. So the particular feature you recognize about the waitress is her outfit. But anyone could wear just such a uniform, even me, Mr. Wright. Please spare the court of any further mental anguish from that image. Don't get all excited, Nick. You've got to keep yourself together. I guess I got a bit carried away. Yeah, there are other things I recognize about her too. What the heck is wrong with your mind, Mr. Kudo? Yeah. Who's that? He seems pretty sure of himself. What should I do? I need to press harder here. Sure, you saw a waitress take the coffee over to the victim. But what matters is whether the waitress was Maggie Bird or not. Quite right. Mr. Kudo, these other features you recognize about the defendant, I would ask you to add them to your testimony. Sure. There was a ribbon in her hair and her apron straps were loose. Do you think old Celie really saw Maggie do it? A ribbon. So the normal uniform, great. Do you think old Celie really saw Maggie do it? Well, he probably had his eye on the waitress the whole time. That's why he was there. But he was there for the cute outfits, right? Not the waitress, yep. I guess. She makes a good point though, yeah. Hey, did I just say something clever? Yes, you did, kind of, not really. I wonder if the waitress Mr. Kudo saw really was Maggie, yeah. That's what we have to figure out, Nick. Yep, that's what we have to figure out. There we go. I feel like he was having fun with women in his 20s, then they all found out he was cheating on them. Or they used him, they dumped him. Nah. I don't think he would be having anyone, man. I mean, I can imagine him being the one who, like, being the one in his 20s flirting with everyone trying. And then getting no one. That's what I think. Getting no one. Seems you would notice that. Oh, never mind. How would he not notice it? Whatever, fine. Maggie it is, never mind. Nope, the fact he is always dirty minded is probably that, yeah. Yeah, what can I object to here? What can I object? Nope. I'm trying to figure out my point. That he wasn't looking at her, but rather her looks, man. Man. Fine, push again. You do seem to remember several details about her appearance. But what about the most crucial detail of all, her face? Yeah, as if I wouldn't remember that. The witness noticed the straps on the accused apron. He's unlikely to make a mistake about her face. I don't know about that. That's right, I could even tell you the color of the ribbon. In her hair, it was red. So you see, there's nothing wrong with the witness's eyesight. There's no doubt he remembers the waitress pretty well. What should I do? I get the feeling there's something more to this somehow. Straps. Back or straps, Back, sure. The identifying features you described are all things you would see from the back. So what? Is it possible that you never saw the waitress from the front at all? Ha! He got you there, Gramps. People normally talk about facial features when they're asked to describe someone. But this witness's testimony is nothing but straps and ribbons. Yep. This is harassment. This is harassment. I tell you, I'm not obsessed with straps or ribbons. I'm just telling you what I saw. Yeah, sure you are, bud. Her hair is absolutely different, yeah. I don't know, I've never really seen a bird from behind. Actually, no, it looks normal. I think that could fit. Mr. Trudeau, the court requests that you add details about any identifying features you observed from the front, that is, to your testimony. Sure. This old man's testimony is getting longer and longer. And if I can't find a hole in it soon, it'll get even longer, I bet. Yep. That is very hard to believe. Being someone who looks at waitresses all the time, I find that extremely hard to believe. Yes, you wouldn't notice that. Mr. Trudeau, I would like you to please take a look at this. Yeah, that filthy thing would suit filth like you just perfectly, yep. Actually, it reminds me of what my grandson looks like, just after he's done eating. Have you ever seen this before? Of course I haven't. There we go. Of course I haven't. Do you think I'd forget something as dirty as that? Well, you have what it's caught. Yeah. Got him. What? What is it? Ever since I said, you have what it caught, there's been an eerie silence in here. Whenever you pause, I feel like I'm lagging, so I always get shocked for no reason. Nah, it's because, my nose, man. It's warm in here, like, I think it's around 30 degrees right now. Do you take weird units or Celsius? Celsius or weird units, man? I feel like it's 30 Celsius in here. So it's kind of warm when my nose is running. And I don't want to be sniffling too loud or blowing my nose in the mic, no. Mr. Trudeau, this apron. Is the apron worn by the defendant on the day of the poisoning? And as you just said yourself, you wouldn't forget something like this. Which means, if you had really seen this apron before... Yes, you know what I'm getting at. You couldn't have possibly seen the waitress from the front. Oops. Yep. Witness, you can't just oops your way out of this. Ha. Well. Ha. Well. Looks like we finally have a genuine trial on our hands. Ooh. The drug Armstrong had could have been for, sedative. Listen, Wright, here are the facts. On the day of the incident, there was only one waitress in the restaurant. That being the defendant, Miss Maggie Bird. Exactly. And when that one waitress put the poison into the coffee cup, this old guy was watching. I hope you understand the gravity of the situation, Mr. Kudo. The fate of the defendant may rest on what you say you remember seeing. Just tell the court exactly what you saw, Gramps. Yep. You can rely on me, Captain. My nog is in perfect working order. I can't remember a single occasion when I forgot what a burger a customer wanted. Yeah. Because he would have forgot it. He can't remember. Probably more like he messed up so many times. He's blocking it out. Very well. Let's test just how good your memory and attention to detail is, Mr. Kudo. Tell us what you remember about the victim. About the victim, yep. He was another of those pesky young types wearing a broken pair of spectacles. He had a newspaper in his hand. He had a newspaper in his right hand, and this noisy brat kept rustling its pages. You love the detail of Nendoroids, or the character designs when saying objection, because when Edgeworth says objection, his right arm points, and for Phoenix, he points with his left hand. Does Phoenix point with his right hand? I've never paid too much attention to it. To notice, yeah. Anyways, the young man was listening to the wireless. I remember that well. Then the serving girl in question brought over the Javachino. The little fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip. The testimony we have just heard was to test how credible the witness's memory is. It seems to me that he remembers the victim in a great deal of detail. Oh yes, I hate those you-know-what types who are so vague about everything. How are we gonna handle this, Nick? You only need to do one thing, find a contradiction. We just need to prove that the old man's memory is shot. To strip him up, you mean? Isn't that kind of cruel? Most defense attorneys point with their left hand and prosecuting attorneys point with their right hand, really? I didn't think attorneys point in general. Yeah, I didn't think they point in general. It might be come off as rude, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'd probably point with my left, since I'm left-hand dominant. Just trip him up, you mean? Isn't that kind of cruel? I suppose, but it's what I do best, yep. About the victim. A broken pair of spectacles? No. Nope. But it's not broken, man. It's not broken. It wasn't broken. Spectacles. They're glasses to you. One of the lenses was green, but the other was broken. No. No. You figured rubbish. That's why I remember him so well. He did have some kind of lens over his left eye, but I wouldn't have called it a pair of glasses. He seems to have been wearing some rather modern-looking shades. Perhaps I should take to wearing some and rival Mr. Gonut's sharp appearance. We better come up with something sharp and quick. Guess I'll have to wait and see if I should challenge him about the spectacles, yeah. I will challenge. Thank you very much. Oh, now I can't. Can't even see it. No paper there as well. The newspaper was a sports paper, was it? That young hooligan, I nearly asked him, can't you even read without fidgeting? I blame allergies, man. That young hooligan, I nearly asked him, can't you even read without fidgeting? How was I supposed to read? How was I supposed to be able to read the back page with all that rustling going on? I needed to find out if Guts and Braun retained his championship title. It was his paper, not yours, if you wanted to know so bad. Why didn't you buy your own? You already know he's poor, yep. What are you looking at that like me for? Guts and Braun got beaten yesterday, by the way, anyway. And yep, the wireless. The decadent young rascal. In my day, it was one or the other, read the paper or listen to the wireless. Oh boy. And using an earpiece, it's selfish, and that's what it is. I was straining my ears, but I couldn't catch any of it. Was he that desperate to listen to the radio? What are you looking at me like that for? Oh, I can read. Ow, ow. I want to read it. Yeah, they can catch it. How dare you feel sorry for me? There we go. Had to shut. You mean the waitress, who you only saw from behind, right? You're one of those, are you? You never let anything go, isn't that right? Maybe. What does it matter if I saw her from the front or from behind? My eyes don't lie. Ow, ow. Better not push it until I've got some hard evidence. His free hand. Yes. Which hand was that? You have a question? What do you do if your followers want to send a gift? I mean, look. I'd have to get fairly popular to get a P.O. box. I'm not popular enough. I'm not popular enough to have one. But if I got popular, I guess I'd open a P.O. box, you know. But, as I'm not... The only thing Mom would be able to send is probably a virtual thing or whatever, like a game or whatever. On Steam, other than that. No one can really do anything. Cause yeah, I can't really... I could never really give out my information. Which hand was that? Weren't you listening before? Floss ears. I said he was rustling the newspaper with his right hand, didn't I? If his free hand wasn't his right hand, then which hand was it, you moron? Ow, ow. Sha. Perhaps the great Mr. Wright has 3 hands. Yeesh. I was only asking, no need to gang up on me and treat me like a freak. The whole point of this cross-examination is to establish just one thing. That this old guy's memory has more holes than a slice of Swiss. I guess we just need to find a contradiction in this testimony somewhere, huh? Anything will do, even the smallest detail. We just need one mistake, and he's ours. Oh yeah, what kind of app do you also stream in? Are you talking about what application I used to stream? If you're talking about what application I used to stream, I use OBS, yep. I use OBS and then I have a plugin to make it so I can stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time, yep. I use VideoTube for my avatar, yep. Use VideoTube for me, yep. So you can see me. Yep. That's basically it. Anything will do, even the smallest detail. We just need one mistake and he's ours. I already have the mistake. Right to goes, yep. Can I? I want to challenge him, man. I really do. Still can't challenge, eh? It contradicts. What? What the heck do you mean, how are they related? Two name wearing glasses for one. That's what they're heckin' related. I don't know, man. For a bench. I mean, I guess technically here he wasn't reading. And Noise Brad kept rustling his pages, yeah. Okay, how do I do this here? Nope. You think I could, you know... You think you'd be able to, show it? Your objection here. And just show the guy himself, you know? Can't show this though, because it doesn't show his face. You think you'd show this, but... Doesn't work. Right hand. I mean, maybe I could bring up the newspaper, because he said that was in his right hand, but he didn't have it. Fine, bring that up. I'm gonna try a few more times. What? Don't worry, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out in time. It's the wireless, yep. Let's use the wireless, it's fine. What are the Javicino? Free hand and took a sip. Wait a second. No. The way the coffee cup's placed, he would have dropped it with his right hand. And according to this guy though, he had the paper in his right hand. But looking at the angle of the cup. Nope. Don't worry, I'll get it eventually. Okay, why doesn't that work, man? I swear, this is gonna be one of the stupid ones. Like, he wasn't wearing glasses. Newspaper's fine. Why present the cup? Fine. I would have gone into it eventually. I would have gone into it eventually, man. There we go. Yeah, I know, love. Mine works better, though. Mine works good as well. Mine works, because the photo really showed the cup. And the handle was facing right, or facing left, which means the right hand would have had it. Like, all I'm saying, man, you know, mine worked. Should've worked. Anyways, Mr. Kudo, do you remember what you were told at the start of this testimony? Oops, sorry, then I'll wait till you don't know then. Cool. But yeah, that one should've worked. I feel like the cup is fine, but... Look. If the handle wasn't there, you know that he would have been using the right hand. Mine should have worked. It should have worked. It literally shows the orientation of the coffee cup mug. It shows the orientation of the mug. Man, that should have worked. Anyways, Mr. Kudo, do you remember what you were told at the start of this testimony? That this was a way of testing the credibility of your memory. I know. There's nothing wrong with my memory. I tell you nothing. If I got anything wrong, I'll eat these seeds and sing the pigeon song. Care to tell us where this is going, Wright? According to Mr. Kudo, the victim was holding the paper in his right hand, while drinking coffee with his free hand, which would make that his left. What is this? Kindergarten? But I would like the court to please take a look at this. Yep. That's the cup the victim used. Correct. Yes, and on the rim, you'll notice a mark left by the victim's lips. Yes, there is a stain left by the coffee. If you consider where that stain is, you'll clearly see that the victim was holding the cup in his right hand. But how? Well, Mr. Kudo, the court is waiting for your epic performance. You said you'd eat those seeds and sing the pigeon song. Ugh. Do it. Mr. Kudo, I'm afraid this is simply not acceptable. I think the witness had better go back to the park where they came from. Wait. Oh no. If I'm going to stand here and listen to you tell me I'm mad, you're wrong. I don't care about that dirty coffee cup. I know what I saw. You still insist on your testimony. That young brat was holding the cup in his left hand. Oh yes, no question, I'm a good law-abiding citizen, I am. Ain't that dead young hot bout and you spiky-haired yahoo who are at fault. Who, me? Thank you, old man. We've heard quite enough from you already. Don't call me old man, old man. Been around for 68 years. I have. You can't ignore me. Listen to what I've got to say. I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but... Sure, why not hear a little more? Mr. Godot. Mr. Godot. But this is my 16th cup of coffee. So this is your final stand. Thank you, Captain. You can rely on Victor. Yep. Left hand or right hand? Boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens on his specs. I have no way to confirm or deny. He kept fiddling with it all the time. He was fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup, too. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand. We know that the victim was wearing an unusual monocle over his left eye. It wasn't a monocle, Your Honor. It was a display. It was a small computer monitor, often used by programmers. A monitor? You mean, like a television screen? The inside of the lens is a screen that displays computer data. It's called an HMD. It's a common tool in the victim's line of work. Not too sure about common. HD, TV, DVD, CD, all these newfangled letters drive me mad, but they don't matter. I know what I saw, and I'm telling the truth. It's true, he doesn't seem to be lying. And those are the facts. Good old black and white. Mine worked. So the victim was wearing an HMD. Actually, yeah, we'd be able to tell. Well, never mind. Not in this angle, not at all. So the victim was wearing an HMD. HDV, CD, DVD, what does it matter? It was none of them actually, but anyway. And you're sure that he was wearing the earpiece on the same side? No question, I could only see that side of his head from where I was sitting. Yeah, that's pretty obvious if you look at the floor plans, yep. From the opposite table, you'd only have a view of the side of the victim's head. From the opposite table, he'd only have a view of the side of the victim's head. Wait, how didn't he see the maid walking? He would have saw the front easily then. Because she would have to come from the kitchen. He kept fiddling with it all the time. It seems he kept an eye on Mr. Glenelg. He was getting on my nerves, rustling that newspaper and fiddling with his earpiece all the time. And then he went and made all that fuss dying from one sip of Javicino. I wanted to say to him, calm down, you young brat. Just looking at him made me suddenly speed up my seed eating. I could have choked. So I take it the victim was a walking ball of nervous energy. Yeah, I think he might have ruptured his left ear, yeah. Yep, left eardrum was ruptured, yep. So I take it the victim was a walking ball of nervous energy, yep. He was fiddling with it just before, yeah. Repeat the couple. Well. There we go. I'm not sure what the relevance of this is, but... Mr. Cudone, there is something very strange about your observation of the victim. What? You say he was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the HMD. No question. You can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt. I could only see that side of his head from where I was sitting. I don't think so. What did you say? You're no doubt unaware of this fact, Mr. Cudone. But the victim couldn't hear with his left ear. His eardrum was ruptured. Yeah. Traces of medication for his condition were found in his ear canal. That's right. It's impossible that the victim was wearing his earpiece in his left ear, because he couldn't even hear in that ear. Is that true, Captain? It is. Pigeon. Pretty pigeon. Order, order, order. This witness's testimony is completely unreliable. He only saw the wishes from behind. And he claims the victim was wearing an earpiece when we know his eardrum was ruptured. Well, Mr. Godot. Single drop of milk is all it takes to destroy the pure black magic in the cup. This old man is my drop of milk. Captain, are you calling me a drip? What the heck is the drip? I don't know. This is the victim's coffee cup in which the potassium cyanide was found. The mark on the rim clearly shows that the victim picked it up with his right hand. I'll never back down. I know I'm right that I drank his cappuccino with his left hand. Let me put you out of your misery clearly. The victim used both his hands. Weird. He took a sip with the cup held in his right hand and then switched to the left. That's what the old man saw. Nope. Impossible. The witness has already testified on numerous occasions, yeah, that the victim died immediately after taking just one sip of the coffee. Which hand the victim used to pick up his cup is irrelevant, Your Honor. The facts still stand. With one hand or the other, Mr. Oak drank the poisoned coffee. Like this. Sadly, Mr. Godot, that doesn't wash. The point of this testimony was to establish whether the witness's memory is credible. And the results are clear. The testimony given by this witness is useless, yep. I believe it is time to conclude today's court. No, I believe it is time to conclude today's court. No, I believe it is time to conclude today's proceedings. There we go. I am satisfied that the witness is not deceiving the court. But to be frank, his testimony is a farce. Did you have to be so frank? Take that, you pompous old fogey. I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but you can't reach me from there. I'm ordering the defense and prosecution to investigate this case further. That is all for now. This court is adjourned. Oh wait. When you were watching this case, I remembered I was absolutely bonkers for the ending, but I forgot the ending, yeah. Yeah, well, as I said, I want to, like, you know, learn all of it myself. Solve everything myself, learn everything myself, you know. I don't feel like I deserved it, you know. I deserved the win. Even if there was trial and error involved. Wait. If we stop now, where does that leave me? Leave you, Mr. Kudo. Thanks to that blue-suited young upstart over there, I'm just a bumbling old man who can't even dot his T's or cross his I's now. How is your bad memory my fault? I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but there's nothing I can do. I've kept my mouth shut until now. But there's something else the court should know. What? There's more. To be perfectly honest, it might not be anything. But I want another chance. I want another crack at you, you young shark. Well, me, he's looking at me like I'm sort of evil shogun. Well, everyone, what do you say to one final showdown? The final chapter in this eccentric old man's scrapbook. Sorry, Gramps. I've already had my 17th cup of coffee. What have you got to lose, Captain? I'll give you all the Javachino you want if you come to my house after the trial. Maybe 68 years old, but Victor Kudo is still a man. That's enough, witness. I believe it'll be quicker for the court to just hear your testimony. You bet. Much, much quicker. I can't believe this is happening. Haha, you better get ready, youngster. I get the picture. Just quit throwing those seeds at me, would you? Yeah, the old man is something else. He's gotta be using some sort of infinite ammo code with that box of seeds. No kidding. It's taking endless. The final showdown. First of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. I'm not too sure of myself. The young boy slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip of the Javachino. Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right over. It broke, and the strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Well, how about that? Turned things upside down. Actually, it did, yeah. Is that all? Yes, that's all. I remember it perfectly. Yeah, you're doubting me again. You're doubting a poor, defenseless old man. No, we're not doubting you, Mr. Kudo. Don't you get the feeling there's a question hanging on everyone's lips, Nick? Yeah. So what? Probably. Quickest testimony ever. True that. That's all I can think of, and I have to cross-examine this guy. You're a bird brain, and that's why that's all you can think of. I know the crime photo, yep. As I said, love, I like kind of solving it all by myself. Like, if I ask for help, it's a different story, right? But I already knew about the crime photo, right? But I like to, you know, solve it in my own way, even if my own way takes a while. Takes a long time. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your final cross-examination, please, yep. The final showdown. It's the final countdown. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Clicked out for no reason, yeah. Mr. Kudo, this is a photograph of the crime scene. So what? Look carefully at the table. The vase is there, intact. Oh, lost your tongue, granddad. I'm no granddad of yours, hopscotch. Ow, ow. Enough. If you throw any more seeds in this courtroom, the cleaners will be here all night. Ah. What is it now? I just remembered something. Yes. Go on. Yep, yippee, you've now figured it out, yep. Yes, go on. The broken vase. Cha, it was on my table. What? Well, you see... It startled me when that young lad had collapsed. So I stood up. That must have been when it fell over. The vase on my table, I mean. The vase on your table. Ahaha. Yes, it was on my table. And that's how my groin came to be completely soaked. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today. I'd like to ask you a question now. Have I been any use at all? Perhaps that's something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Kudo. Wait a minute. If that's the case, there's more. I've got more to say. Everybody went English, Spanish, yeah. Maybe. Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom. Wait, listen to me. Well, we seem to have been considerably sidetracked. And I am still not in a position to deliver a verdict. The defendant has not been positively identified as the waitress in question. Additionally, there are two disparities in the testimony we have heard thus far. The mark on the coffee cup that the victim supposedly drank from was his left hand, and the earpiece which was inserted into his left ear, out of which he couldn't hear. Yep. Wow, Nick, you did it. I therefore require both the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the facts. Yes, Your Honor. There is one more thing before I call today's session to an end. One more thing, Your Honor. The witness we just heard from. He is most insistent that his testimony should be of use. So he summarized it accordingly into the statement. Okay. You may each have a copy of it if you wish. Whatever. The prosecution doesn't need props like that. Go nuts really mad, huh? Yeah. I would be too. Very well. Here you are then, Mr. Wright. There are 3 copies, my own, yours, and Mr. Godot. Yes, Your Honor. Victor's testimony added to the court record. When the incident occurred, I broke the vase at my seat. I'm sorry. I don't know how the vase is helpful right now. I'm sorry. This isn't a piece of testimony. More like a 5-year-old's apology. What the heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies? Yeah. That is all. This court is adjourned. To be continued. Now the bad one. Do the bad. There we go. I want the good chime, man. I want the good chime at least one time. I want to hear it. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. Chime. Yay. I want to find it. Is it? No. No. Not that. Nope. Nope. I want to hear it, man. Oh, Dinkles, here we go. See? That one. This one right here is so much better, man. This one not good. This one here. Better. This one here is better than the second one, but still worse than the first. That was not too bad. Sadly, that's not Phoenix Wright. And if it's not Phoenix Wright, I'm not interested. Yep. Anyways. There we go. January 7, 12:52 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. So how do you think the trial went this morning? Better than nothing. How do you think it went? It got a bit... Oh. It got a bit crazy in there. I just wonder if that killed our chances. Yeah, I guess it did get out of hand. Mr. No, it kind of helped. Mr. Kudo's testimony did nothing to help us. Actually, kind of help. Now there's no wit. No witness who saw. Man, at this rate, my nose is gonna start burning anyways. Plus, now we don't even know the identity of the waitress who laced the coffee. I mean, it's better for us. I think that's better. All we know is what old Mr. Kudo saw. The apron strap and the ribbon. And that the victim was wearing an earpiece when his eardrum was ruptured. Talking about a terrifying case of contradictions. No, talking about a terrifying case of contradictionitis. Time to play doctor and find ourselves a cure then, huh? Yeah, we've got to find one for Maggie, or she's going to have a terminal case of guilty. I think the killer is our copycat, yeah. I mean, they have an accomplice since there's also a girl, yeah. Huh. What do you mean there's also a girl? I don't know. I think it is plausible for it to be the copycat. Or else why would he pretend to be us and get the guy and get Maddie guilty? But I don't know of any girl, man. Any ideas? So, anything on your mind? Actually, there is something. I was wondering about Zinniot, you know, like, what he's like and stuff. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot about that guy. I ought to beat you so hard it'll feel like you were smooching the express train. Phoenix Rat? You saying you Phoenix Rat? 'Cause I'm Phoenix Rat. The one and only. Yeah, the one and only, yeah. Actually, I've learned a little something about my doppelganger. Huh? You did? What did you find out? Intimidation works. Oh yeah, Maya was working at the restaurant when I ran into Don Finione. Oh. No, since if Maggie is not the killer, I don't think it would be humanly possible for a girl to be like Phoenix. Maggie not the killer, I don't think it would be humanly possible. I mean, if Phoenix had his hair down, that Phoenix had his hair down, maybe. He's wearing a dress, I mean, it look kicking wonky, but maybe. Maybe. But yeah, we don't know if there's a girl yet, but maybe. Yanionofnod. I don't know who's Don Fon Neone. Let's just say he was such a terrible version of me that I wanted to sue for defamation. What's that guy's story, anyway? What did he have to gain by impersonating me? Here, I think the girl's last letter name is A. There was a girl. There was a girl. It's a seedy old man. What's his name again? Herman Kudo. Is it? I can't remember either. I've never seen a witness mess up so badly in court before. Yeah, we have, all the time. Better stay away from him for a while, huh? Yeah, it might be more than these that he chucks at me next time. Have you noticed the victims in our cases tend to be people we know nothing about, Nick? Take Glenn Elk, for example. Now that you mention it. Is it normal? We don't know what kind of guy he was, or why he was killed. I say it's time to get out there and find some answers, yeah. A lot of strange conflicting things kept popping up today in the trial, huh? Yeah, and they seemed to come out of nowhere. That's why we've got to go talk with Maggie and get this whole thing straightened out. Maggie said that when she brought the victims his coffee, there was one more person sitting at the table. I'm trying to imagine it in my head. She said she delivered the coffee. I guess the guy definitely did see the powder. Old man definitely did see the bottle, because he was able to describe it. And he said... Wait, how would that work? Maybe he did see a bottle, but not from her. Because she was carrying the coffee mug, right? Oh, I guess it's open, yeah. No. Because the old guy said she, like, sprinkled some in, right? So I guess from the bottle. But Maggie said she delivered the coffee cup. I don't know, would it be possible you had 2 cups of coffee? Maybe. Because she was knocked out as well. She said another guy was there. Technically, if we're at the back, maybe he was at a different location. Now, I'm just saying if there was an accomplice, I would think her last letter in her name would be A. For Maya. Oh, good. There was one more person sitting at the table. This single contradiction is probably the most important one we have to resolve. Could it be possible that the restaurant is in debt and the company who gave money gave the money borrowed to cheat and blackmail him? I mean... Get the money borrowed to cheat him. I mean, he took a loan. The loan is tender lender, yeah. So... I guess he could have worked with him to make him wipe the debt. But it doesn't solve the case of, I mean, A's character design could be scary, yeah. Maybe. You know, okay, what if this guy's misremembering? What if here? I don't know, maybe he was wrong on where he was sitting, the old man. If the old man was sitting here, right? And... how about the Zinniop we saw could be a witness? The Zinniop is probably the person who killed him. He's probably, I'm guessing he probably worked for Tender Lender. Maybe. If the old man was here, then he wouldn't see the other guy. No, whatever. Because I don't think the old man is in on it. The old man ain't in on it, man. So we need to figure out how. Yeah, I think Zinniop is probably involved. Probably the killer wouldn't be too surprised. Well, maybe not the killer, but... Actually, I'm wondering... Bird was found in the kitchen. Collapsed in the kitchen. Why would she be in the kitchen? You think she'd collapse, like, right in front, you know? It's likely the... drugged. She's likely drugged by Armstrong. Because, Tenderlander ordered him to do it or whatever to, decrease his debt. That's probably what happened. And they had a deal going there. That the deal was that MC Bomber guy, probably a hacker, for information. Or something like that. They kill MC Bomber for deal might have gone south or something like that. Or maybe he just needed the CD. And once he got the CD, he needed him removed. He needed the victim removed. So kill the victim. Can set Bird as the killer. Yeah. Since the girl is like Maggie, allegedly, maybe she's the girlfriend of Xenia Up, maybe. We have to assume, man. We have to assume that. The thing is, Maggie said she delivered the coffee cup, which makes it so much harder, man. Actually, wait, did Maggie say she delivered the coffee cup here? I forget. I mean, if Maggie doesn't say that she delivered it... Ah. Could have been knocked out, and then it gets delivered. Or I guess, technically here. If they were together, it would be easier, because the restaurant they literally gave money to is in debt, so probably that, yeah. I guess, technically here... Maggie could be right, saying that she did give a cup. If she gave a cup to the first person who was there at the table, and then then she got knocked down in the back, and then the phony bird went out and gave the cup to the victim. Could be possible. Probably best option we have. January 7th, detention center's room. I guess Maggie is still in questioning, right? But we've got questions to ask her. Les vols to... Oh. Let's go to Tribune. Yeah, we will, don't worry about it. Maggie! Maggie! Keep her down, Maya. This isn't a playground, you know. I want to see if I can see where the broken vase is, man. January 7th, Tribune. Empty as usual. Yeah, and it's lunchtime too. That's it. Come on, come on, come on. Hey, that sounds like... Now just call it 8, pal. Come on, I know you can. He's getting really worked up about something. No, that's the wrong number. Ugh. Looks like an 8 would have only netted me $5 anyway. What a ripoff. What's the problem, Detective Gumshoe? Huh. Oh, it's you. I was just... I was just listening to the radio, pal. To the radio. Yep, lottery ticket, yep. To the radio. Hey, Detective Gumshoe's having lunch here. He is, and he's having the 20 set. What can I say? I'm gonna talk to you in a second, Gumshoe. I really wish I could see behind me, man. I really wish I could see behind me. Whatever. Today's trial. This is a nightmare. How am I supposed to look Maggie in the eye now, pal? You really drove her into a corner, you know. You always blow apart my testimony. Why, of all days, didn't you do it today? Sorry. Sorry. There just weren't any holes in it, for once. Yeah. What happened? Usually your testimonies are like Swiss cheese. It's Swiss cheese. Would he have preferred crumbly like aged Parmesan? Anyway, this case has already been ruled on. There shouldn't be any holes left to find. So, did Maggie say anything to you about me, I mean? Oh no. Well, how did she put it again? I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. I hate him, sir. I mean it. I don't ever want to see him again. Oh no. Something like that. What? What? Oh, please, Detective Gumshoe. I didn't mean. Why is this happening? He's banging his head against the wall. Nick. Oh man. Poor Gumshoe. Lunch special. So, did you like the 20 set? I've never paid that much money for lunch before. I was so nervous my hands were shaking. So, how did it taste? Well, for 20 bucks, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, really. How old is Maggie? 20... Or was it? 23. 23 and 32. So 9-year gap. 9-year gap. Yep. For 20 bucks, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, really. It was delicate. Delicate. You mean you liked it? It didn't taste bad to you? Yeah, a bit weird, I guess, yeah. Yeah, like I said, though, I knew people, like, in my class or whatever when I was younger, the parents were, like, 14. Yeah, I think it was, like, 14. Yeah, I think it was, like, 22 and 36 when they got together or something like that. So, yeah, anyways, what's the matter with him? Looks like he's thinking. That's it. I've been trying to think of the right word to describe the taste. And I just realized, it's bad. That's it. It tasted bad. It's just kinda hard to admit it to yourself when you paid 20 bucks for it, you know. Maybe he should have found out about the price after he had finished eating. Hey Nick, maybe that's why Glen L came here. Maybe you heard about the super fierce 20 set. If by fierce you mean fearsome. Speaking of Glen L, because that reminds me. We still hardly know anything about the guy. Why don't we ask Detective Gumshoe what he knows, seeing as he's here? Oh nope. Radio. So what were you all excited about earlier? Huh? That's right. You said you were listening to the radio or something. Oh, that was nothing. I wasn't excited. Come on, Detective Gumshoe. You can tell little old me. What were you listening to? Nothing, really. It was just the, daily exercise show. Yeah, the lottery. What the? It's like, look. This lunch special, the lobster sure is great. And why are there tears in your eyes? Time for the maggot Tama to compel. On a complete tangent, man. I can't wait till Valve releases their first-person shooter. I want to play that instead of Valorant. I really do. Anyways, the radio. Alright, Detective Gumshoe, tell me the truth. What were you listening to? No way, pal. Now that you've made a big thing out of it, I'm not gonna tell you. We'll see about that, pal. Considering all the noise you were making while you were listening, it's pretty clear what kind of radio program it was. I think it was related to. I'm right, aren't I? You were listening to the lottery results, weren't you? You thought you'd try to win big, just like Glen Elk did. It's like you can see right through me. Oh, I've cracked him already. See, pal, that's why I said it was nothing. I could have told me earlier, though. The radio. I'm usually pretty lucky, so I figured I'd try. I'm usually pretty lucky, so I figured I'd give it a try. What's with everyone in the lottery? So, how did it go? I won 50 cents. It'd be better to win nothing at all than have a lousy... half a lousy buck. I was so mad. Yeah, I know the feeling. I bought the same kind of ticket as Mr. L. See? And they've got this special radio show where they announce the winning numbers. They even do the drawings live on the air. It's intense, pal. I bet that's what Mr. L was listening to on the day he was killed. Yeah, what time is it now? Yeah, that's actually what I wanted to know. What time does it start? It's just after 1:30. And are the lottery results always broadcast at the same time? Yeah. Look. I got this flyer when I bought the ticket. Millionaire Radio flyer added to the court record. Experience the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life every Monday at 1:30 p.m. Millionaire Radio. That sounds cool. I want to try it, Nick. Then buy a ticket, Maya. With your own money. This guy was a real programming genius. I think they have to cut your hair. Why, you're not properly taking care of it, and now it's getting all tangled. Yeah, I remember doing a bet with a girl. I remember that. Let's see if I can watch your stream after you're done. Yeah. I remember her talking about, like, saying if she doesn't brush her hair, it'll look like a rat's nest or whatever. Anyways, yeah, bye, love. Bye. Yeah, those things, though. I said no, it wouldn't look any different. And guess what? I was acting right. She didn't do it for like a week, and I'm like, yeah, it looks the same. I'm not too sure she was happy about that, but, I mean, it did look the same. Anyways, they called him the walking computer at the place where he worked. What happens when he crashes though? Does he just stop moving all of a sudden? What if the program was to make it so he would always win the lottery? He wasn't literally a computer, Maya. Anyway, there's nothing between Maggie and the victim. Yeah. That's what we found out yesterday too. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, don't you have any information that's a bit more fun? For fun? Oh, I know. Have you paid a visit to where Mr. O worked yet? You might as well. His workplace, where's that? A computer firm called Blue Screens Inc. Or something like that. Sounds like a real stable company. This could be fun, Nick. Let's go. Computers aren't really my thing, Maya. We'll be fine. I know all about that high-tech stuff. Yeah, sure you do. I wonder about that. It's just around the corner from this joint. You should take a look. A computer firm called Blue Screens Inc. Oh. I know I look a little rough around the edges. But the truth is, I'm a lot more detective-like than I used to be. Really? Like what part? Like the color of my coat. Ah, you're right. Yeah, but what about what's inside the coat? Maggie's probably crying all alone right now, huh? Yeah, thanks to you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Maya, don't torch poor Gumshoe's feeling like they're cups of cheap creme brulee. You're really crazy about Maggie, aren't you? No. I'm not. It's not that I... You don't have to hide it, Gumshoe. It's pretty obvious. Yeah, you're way too plain looking for Maggie, right? Yeah, you're way too plain looking for Maggie, right? I'd arrest you right now if you weren't so right. You know, in all my years, I've never seen a witness who was that confused before. Yeah, you look pretty confused by his testimony. Nothing against old guys, I like them and all, but he sounded like he was pretty sure about what he saw. Yeah, that's the impression I got too. Me three. But then, why doesn't even a single part of his testimony corroborate any of the facts? It's simple, man. It's simple. It would make sense. It's not simple. It would make sense if he was sitting here. If he was sitting here, then he would have thought it was his left. Because then the body got moved to there. And that would explain everything. Yep. But then why doesn't even a single part of his testimony corroborate any of the facts? Yep. You know what that chef said to me? Oh la la, your body is full of toxins. And then he gave me this bottle. What's in it? I don't know. The label says juniper. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, this stuff works like a charm. I slept like a rock last night. Oh, really? That's nice. Oh. It is knockout stuff to help you sleep. That's what the green stuff is. You put that in to help people sleep. What do you think about this, Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, pal. I can't discuss anything connected to this case. Hey, I thought you said you were going to help us out. I can't help you out if I don't have any info. Yeah, I suppose the retrial has only just begun. Oh, you know, I think we'll call it here. In any case, guys, hope you enjoyed. Tomorrow should be Valorant. Peace out, and have a good one. Goodbye, and goodbye.